All right, so first of all, obviously, what a day for a daydreaming boy. But having said that, just wanted to talk about a few of the stupid things that I did. What was it? Would have been last night. Um, so first of all, baseball plays a lot of matinee games. So I got to get used to that. Okay, I'm used to hockey where they barely play any, always play at night. But remember, and I know this already, that baseball plays a lot of matinee games. But getting used to it is another matter entirely. So you have to set your roster before the games start. And of course, Corey Kluber's sitting on my bench. When did they play? What was it? 1:30 or something like that. Hadn't switched him with somebody else that wasn't starting. So he rode the bench last night. He actually didn't do as great as it seemed. I thought he was going to like no hit Pittsburgh because I think he didn't give up a hit for the first like 2 innings or something like that. And I'm thinking the worst, right? He's just going to throw a no hitter. He's going to get like 50 points, and I'm going to be out the 50 points because he's on my bench. But Pittsburgh looked like they had come back, and then Tampa Bay actually came back, and I think Bednar blew the save, who I had talked about in a recent video that I was interested in getting. So I thought that was actually kind of funny. But anyway, so Corey Kluber pitches 5 1/3, gives up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 6 Ks. So he has 13 points. He didn't get the decision in this one. But he did ride my bench, which is unfortunate. So I'm out to 13 points. But what I think, I don't know if it's even better, but certainly Nelson Cruz also rode my bench last night. He had a home run. He had 8 total points. And Nolan Gorman, who I decided to go with as opposed to Nelson Cruz, had no hits and struck out twice. So there was a 10-point swing there. So Nolan Gorman had -2. Nelson Cruz had 8. So it's a nice little 10-point swing. Then I don't get the 13 points from Corey Kluber as well, so that's always fun. On a brighter note, Ryan Helsley did pitch 1 2/3, only gave up a hit, 2 walks, and 2 Ks, did get the win. And St. Louis beat the Cubs 5-3 last night. He got me 9 points. If he's not on your team, you really should check him out if you need pitching help, if you need like a good reliever, closer type pitcher. You might want to check him out. He's done really good things for me. He looks like he's essentially the go-to closer in St. Louis at this point. And he's only rostered in 42.3% of ESPN leagues right now. But I was reading it here. He hasn't given up an earned run in God knows when. Yeah, so he hasn't given up an earned run over the entire month of June. And it's not like it's the 5th of June. And Bos is superb, 12.3 Ks per 9 innings rate. And that's courtesy of RotoWire. So he's 3-0. He's got 5 saves, 28.2 innings, 3-0, 39 Ks, 9 walks, and 5 saves. Like I said, 5 holds as well. He's got a .31 ERA, 146 fantasy points on the year. So yeah, you might want to check him out. He's pretty much the only thing other than Alcantara, even though he didn't do the best he could have done in the last game. I think he actually got the loss. But anyways, so he's a good guy to check out. And then the other news and note here, the pitching, Patrick Sandoval, 5 innings, 8 hits, 1 earned run, and of course he doesn't get the decision, 2 walks, 6 Ks. He got me 9 points. LA lost to Seattle 5-3. What's up with LA this year? The Angels, not the Dodgers. But what is up with the Angels? I know they had like a 12-game losing streak, 21, 50-game losing streak, whatever the heck it was. I don't know what is up with them. But yeah, so there's some fun little tidbits. Other than that, Jose Altuve had another decent game. He had 8 points, and everybody else just had, a couple of points here and there, a couple of negatives, a couple of positives, things like that. The other thing that I found, which I'm sure you guys know already, but I'll throw it out there for anybody who doesn't. If you click on Ryan Helsley, you'll see a closer chart. I think it's closer chart. And if you click on that, it'll send you to a ESPN webpage where they go through a closer depth chart and they'll list all the players that, it's a fantasy baseball closer chart. They'll list all the teams and who their projected closers are and the next in line if, say the closer has an off day or something like that. And when I say off day, like maybe he's pitched, 2 or 3 games in a row and he's not up for going, he takes a day off and then this guy will be next in line. So that's a cool thing to check out. I know I was looking over that today, and it just gives you some ideas of maybe, a few guys that you can add to your staff. A lot of these guys are going to be rostered already, but you might find a couple that are doing pretty decent. They might close for some decent teams out there that you might say, hey, maybe he doesn't have the greatest stats, but he does close for a really good team, so he might rack up the saves because he's going to get a lot of opportunities because this team should do well. They should get a lot of wins, so you might want to get them just for the save opportunities, things like that. So I thought that was a cool little thing to check out. In the daily leaders, I just wanted to throw a few out here. Pete Alonso had 12 last night. Tony Kemp, 12. Jorge Mateo, 11. Matt Chapman, who I just got rid of, he had 10. Isaac Paredes, he had 10. And Michael Taylor also had 10 last night. So if you have any one of those guys on your team, you're super happy right now. And so I think that'll about wrap up today's video, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for checking it out. We'll see you.